up there, alright. Noodles, spicy stir fried. I've done a review of these, 4 for 3 for £1.20, 40 pence each, or the 45 pence each from B&M. Coca, stir fry spicy, they are nice then. A quick look at the old nitrogens there, got some specials coming. You see there, there's ingredients. Let's see them. You know what they are anyway. I was going to make this up, but I ain't got time. It's on there for next time. What I've got is something I've just picked up from Lidl. Had a look, would you had a look? New flavour. The #1 sausage. Italian style, look at that. Sun-dried tomatoes. I've had them once, sun-dried tomatoes. Absolutely magnificent. They only put them in packets so you could eat them like crisps. It'd be a winner. Basil and garlic. £2.49. Obviously the caramelised onion ones are my absolute favourite. There's the nitrogen there. And the old ingredients. 85% pork. 2% sun-dried tomatoes, not very high. 6 of them. For £2.49. Now, last time I did it, I'm sure I did them in air fryer. They tasted even better in air fryer, and they don't knock a lot of oil out. So I'm not going to bother with frying pan. It'll be quicker because these noodles aren't going to take 2 minutes. So let's get them in air fryer. There she is, already prepared. I've got some grease-proof paper in there. I'm going to pour them in that. Keep it all cleaner. There's a nice sharp powder there. Listen, can you pull them off? You can pull them off, can't you? Oh, look. You can smell garlic. Whoa, there's a lot of garlic scent coming out of that. Real live garlic. I didn't know you could do that. Never mind. Look at that fatso there. Look at fatso there. Casper knows what he's doing. He sorted fatso out. Look at that. There's a really... Oh, hang on. I'm smelling more pork and herbs on that one. But garlic's first thing that's going to whack you in the head. I can smell herbs now. Garlic's dissipated. I'm only going to have 3 because I'm not greedy. And I'll have them for tea tomorrow. I have to wrap them up a bit. But there they are. Plenty of room in there. Normally, what I'd say is not wasting that space. Could get a sausage roll in there. I put a sausage roll in, so I'm not wasting that space. Because they are going to take 16 minutes. I'm going to put a sausage roll in there. I don't like wasting space. I can find one, which shouldn't be an issue because there's plenty of them in here already. Really stocked up on them. Here they are. The old Pucker sausage rolls. £1.50 for 4 from Sainsbury's. It'll fit nicely in there. They are going to take 18 minutes. I'm going to cook them slow at 160. Back in a minute. Well, it'll be a minute for you. Move that out of the way there. The old air fryer. Better than oven. Without a doubt. 160. 10 minutes. I'm going to spin them around. Right, back in a minute. 85 gram they are. Back them up. They're only going to take 6 minutes. But the flavour that come out of these is phenomenally good. I've never had flavour like that. Not in a packet like this. Just like the bachelor's beef flavour, but I'm not paying £1 for that. Keep them. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're alright then. 2 packets. And here, seasoning oil for stir frying, but I put it both in, both goes in. And the old seasoning powder. Putting them both in, alright. And while we're waiting, today's beverage of choice. Fancy a bit of lemon. It's absolutely roasting out there. Must be 24, 25, but it's blowing a gale. Bit of Robinson's for a change here, single strength. 1 litre. I've always had this since 80s, late 80s. Then I come across Asda's and Tesco's double strengthers. Always £1. Lidl, how do you do it? There's Lidl's version. Lemon, orange and pineapple, orange. And apple and blackcurrant, 99 pence I think it is. 1.5 litre double strength. Put that away. One of them, no, use that one up, innit? Have you ever tried Wright's lemonade lollipops? I think they're £2.50 for 4. All it is lemon juice and water frozen. No cream and nothing. £2.50. Now you'll get your double strength for this in Aldi, Lidl. Put it in with some water, freeze it yourself. It tastes exactly the same. I wonder why that is. This is singular strength. Nice bit of ice in there, alright. Bit of water there. Get your own ice moulds or get it in a drink. Can't believe people are paying £2.50 for 4 ice lollies. Because it tastes exactly the same. Right. Noodles are done. Let's get these on first. Get them stunners. Put them powders and that stir fry sauce right in that couple of minutes. Really get that potency going. Absolutely glorious. Absolutely glorious, alright. Right. Get these stunners here. Now, the sausage roll is for me tea. I'm not wasting space. But look at the colour there. Can you see that? Look at that. Look at that colouring. Colouring means flavour. Put it on there. Now, they've been in 20 minutes at 160. Spun them around a few times. 160, a good 20 minutes. The old noodles. Fetch to boil and simmer down with that water. Just look at that colour. Just look at it glisten. There's no lard in there. Only the fact that it comes with. That sausage roll. I'm just going to get sausage roll out so you can have a look. See how pumped up that is? She's pumped up alright. Look at that, she's burning. Don't need no more heat on that. Let me get a knife. Look at that pot of sausage roll looks magnificent for later. Right, let's have a look at these sausages, because it's all about these sausages. I've never tried them before, but these are, the caramelised onion ones are the best sausages I've ever had. I think they're 8.5 out of 10 I give them. You see them, look at that colour in there. Now these have got tomato in, remember. Give me lemonade out here. I'm not going to use any sauces whatsoever to manoeuvre you around, because we're on miniature tripod here. Try these very strong smelling garlic when I first opened them. Could smell herbs in the pork, but not the tomatoes. Have a look here. She knows what she's doing. She knows what's good and she knows what's bad. And that's why she always zooms in on the good stuff. Look at that there. Let's squeeze there. Just to see a bit of moisture coming through. This is air fryer, remember. Look at that colour. Look at that colour. Can you see that colour there? Colour means more flavour. More flavour around here, alright. The pork sausage is spot on. We already know that. We've already done a review of that. The very first thing that is hitting is the garlic. There's a lovely amount of garlic in here. I can never get enough garlic. When I use garlic, alright. Bit more. Garlic, some things away there. Garlic, something centre here. Moist. Sausage. I'm getting the herbs, but right at that last end, just there. That is when the tomato engages, right at the end. So you've got the garlic, the pork engages, the herbs follow through, and right at the end, that tomato, which is what I was looking for, came in. I'm going to try one that's not as burnt in. I'll do prefer them all well burnt in. But I want to try and get more of that tomato out here. Let's have a look inside anyway. Don't know why I'm whispering. More of a gristle here. Bit of fat there. It's an hard piece of fat, and I've thrown that out. You smell tomato. Nice sweetness to them and all, just like those caramelised onion ones. They're absolutely magnificent, them caramelised onion ones. £2.49 for 6. They're well worth money. Caramelised onion ones. Ooh, yeah. Really moist. There it is. There's that tomato kicking in again early this time. I really want to get into that tomato. I know what you're saying, get a tin of tomatoes, and I've never had a tin of tomatoes. It's tomato sauce, or what's in here? Maybe that's what's coming next, tin of tomatoes. And these sausages, that'll be spot on, you know, and I've never had tin tomatoes. I'm going to try that next time. I think this one's better. I mean, even though I don't like me well cooked burnt like that to a cinder, I think I've just slightly overcooked that, because that tomato's coming through on this one, and it wasn't on first one, the burnt up one. Very nice amount of garlic there. The herbs are there, peppers. But right at the end again, that tomato comes in. That tomato is what I'm looking for. Try one more, this one here. See in the middle here, it's not burnt in. Put it in out there. That bit there, the garlic engaged and then tomato followed straight through. The tomato was engaging a lot more there. I think overcooking them like that is detracting that tomato. So we know for next time, that tomato is definitely coming through now. Try a bit more. Moist as moist can be. Yeah. Definitely. You don't want to burn that. I have to go back with that. Yeah, I don't think you want to be overcooking these sausages, because it takes away from that tomato. That tomato disappears. But there's a nice amount of garlic, a nice amount of herbs. Moist as moist can be. Sausage, a little bit of sweetness. They're alright. Do I prefer these to the old caramelised onions? Where are they? They're there. Careful. Wait a minute. I already know them noodles are spot on. I'm going to stick with me. Caramelised onion ones of these sausages, 6 for £2.49, 400 gram. They're not as good as caramelised onion, but they're nice. They're alright. But I'll still stick with my caramelised onion. Put them back in the fridge there. Don't need no sauces with that. You definitely don't need none with these noodles, because they're full flavour every time I have them, but we're going to try them again just to be sure. Let's have a look. They're nice, they're nice noodles then. Some right heat coming out of them. I have done a review. Oh, the sweet. Oh. Joking here. There's a nice heat to them. full flavour. I mean full flavour. If you haven't tried them, being 45p each or 3 for 120. And they do other flavours. I think they do beef as well. But I like these alright, especially at that price. 85 gram. Let's try not to choke this time. Have a looky. Nice and moist. Soft bit chewy noodle. And then that heat comes in. That is excellent noodle. Let's try it with a bit of sausage there. A bit of sausage there. I've never had, well I have actually, it's been a long time since I've had sausage and noodles, but I used to have the old vegetarian sausages. Linda McCartney, they were alright. Corn ones, corn, bone dry like sort of garbage. I'm going to give them sausages a 7.5 out of 10. They're not as good as my caramelised onion ones. I won't be buying this flavour of them. They're not good enough. Can't compete with caramelised onion. I'm not having them every day, every week. I might have them once a month. So I'll have my favourite flavour. Fair enough there. Right. Noodles. They're an 8 out of 10 on their own. Magnificent, full flavour. Moist, flavoursome noodles. Don't even need any sauce. No vinegar, no peppers, no salt, no sauces. Don't even need my #1 bread here. Too many flavours coming at you. Right. Cheerio.